The left atrium travels through the left ventricle and exits the heart through the aorta. This freshly oxygenated blood then travels through the rest of the body, delivering fresh oxygen to the cells. Along the way, it obtains glucose from the digestive system. Glucose from the food in the small and large intestine is secreted into the bloodstream and is carried along with the oxygen from the lungs to the cells, where cellular respiration occurs. Once the blood has circulated throughout the body, it returns to the heart and lungs to receive more oxygen, and the process begins again. Blood is made up of between 40 and 60% plasma, which is water, plasma proteins, and solutes mixed together. The rest is formed elements referring to the red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. The integumentary system is comprised of the skin and all its appendages, including hair and nails. Its purpose is to protect the body from outside invaders, as well as the dirt, oil, and other substances we encounter every day. For instance, my skin and hair are protecting me from any grease that gets onto my hands and skin from the burger. Not only does my skin form a barrier between the outside substances and my internal organs, but it stretches to allow me to move freely. This means I can eat my burger without having to worry about my skin ripping.
Awesome! The body also has another circulation system called the lymphatic system. When I ate the burger, I also allowed foreign substances like bacteria into my body. Although I have foreign bacteria in my system, I am not harmed, usually. The lymphatic system has 3 lines of defense: the skin, and non-specific killer cells, and then specific killer cells. The lymphatic system collects fluid from around the vessels and bloodstream, including the bacteria from my burger, through its capillary networks and vessels. Most of the time, the foreign bacteria will be engulfed by the cells in the second line of defense called phagocytes and keep the body in homeostasis. Sometimes, though, bacteria will be strong enough to pass through the third line of defense. Lymphocyte cells called T cells will also be activated, and many other T cells will come to help. One called the helper T cell will help stimulate the immune response. When this happens, other lymphocyte cells called B cells will produce antibodies. These lifesavers will bind to the foreign substance, making specific antibodies for this substance. After a time, the sickness, like food poisoning, will get rid of the foreign substance. A cell called the suppressor T cells tells the other cells to pull back from fighting the foreign substances. This allows the body to go back to homeostasis and to energy for this delicious burger.
The endocrine system is all the hormones in my body and helps maintain homeostasis. Therefore, as I eat the burger, my cells are running low on glucose. Before I eat the burger, my cells are running low on glucose. So the pancreas secretes glucagon, telling the liver to release glucose. After I eat the burger, insulin is released into my bloodstream by the pancreas to stimulate glucose uptake in cells. This glucose is either used in cell processes right away or stored for later use. Throughout my day, melatonin, which controls daily rhythms, is released by the pineal gland. Hormones are used within the body to maintain homeostasis. Without stable conditions inside the body, we would not have energy, and without energy, I would not be able to eat this burger. Thanks to the work of my endocrine system, I am able to enjoy many great things in life, like In-N-Out and Carl's Jr.
Yay! So, during the digestion process of a cheeseburger, the female reproductive system is not directly affected. So instead, it focuses on maintenance of normal procedures, like the production of the luteinizing hormone, or LH, that stimulates the production of estrogen in the ovaries. Estrogen, another female-specific hormone, is responsible for the maintenance and development of growth that occurs in females. Though the LH hormone is produced in the pituitary gland, estrogen is produced in the gonads, or as the female reproductive system is designed to produce eggs, transport these eggs from the ovaries through the fallopian tubes into the uterus, where it awaits fertilization. The uterine lining, if the egg is not fertilized, is then shed in a monthly process of menstruation. Luckily, eating a cheeseburger does not involve this process currently. Okay, so for the urinary system, after one is done eating a cheeseburger, they may feel thirsty. You may want to wash it down with some water. So urine molecules from the drink that you use to flush down your food is collected by the kidneys from the blood in the renal vein in order that the liquid waste products from the blood can be eliminated. Also, so salts and substances like potassium in the blood can be balanced, and that the hormone erythropoietin is produced, which aids in the formation of red blood cells. The kidneys remove urea from the blood through a filtration system located in the nephron units in the kidneys. Through a system of loops controlled by atmospheric pressure causing liquid to concentrate, water is absorbed and unwanted molecules are secreted out of the kidneys. From there, the drink/cheeseburger liquid, that's gross, waste molecules travel out of the kidneys via the two ureters, whose walls will tighten and relax, forcing the urine downward and toward the bladder. Okay. The bladder is a hollow organ designed to store urine and then expands to withhold the urine and contracts and flattens to empty out the liquid through the sphincter and the urethra into the outside environment.
There we go.